After playing Mario Kart 8 for centuries, a lot of Switch owners are starting to get antsy for a new entry to the series, but when the sales for the current game are still consistently stronger than my dad after seeing how bad my report card was, it's not looking very likely that a 9th game's coming out anytime soon. And if you ask me, I don't really think that we need one anyway. But before you order a live butt to my condo in an attempt to silence my opinion though, at least give me a chance to explain myself first. You see, don't get me wrong, if Mario Kart 9 were to come out tomorrow, I'd leave my son at his T-ball scrimmage right away to go buy it immediately, because at the end of the day, there's only 3 certainties in life when it comes to things that are always going to be fun, and Mario Kart games just so happen to be one of them. Just like how pizza is with food, they're at best some of the greatest games ever made, and at worst, they're still pretty good. Well, you know, except for Tony's store-bought pizza anyway, which everyone knows has sauce that tastes like ketchup. Don't even argue with me about that in the comments, or I'll permaban you forever. I'm just kidding, please subscribe, I love you. And anyway, even though I'm pretty sure Mario Kart 9 is definitely going to be better than 8, I don't think it's going to be more than like 10 to 20% better at best, at least not if it comes out anytime soon. That's not necessarily saying that Nintendo would phone it in or anything like that, but I think some people take for granted just how great Mario Kart 8 Deluxe really is. I mean, even though the battle modes were completely fixed from the version that was on a console that no one's ever heard of, it is still kind of lame that the game's $60 on the Switch. But one thing I actually like about Nintendo rarely lowering the prices of their games is that you never have to worry about buying something for $60 at launch, only for it to cost $20 in less than a year. Which, sadly, happens to be the case for a lot of games I have in my backlog that I've never even opened, let alone got around to actually playing. But even though I still think it'd be nice for a game that was made in 2014 to cost an ass hair less, my point is that it's still a pretty freaking good game. So rather than getting a brand new Mario Kart game on the Switch, I'd rather the resources and development time be allocated to something a little more original. I mean, giving the Nintendo Switch a new Mario Kart game, it'd kind of be like giving Dolly Parton boobs, so why not just have the team make a new F-Zero or something instead and give the console a little more variety, you know? Granted, having 2 Mario Kart games on one console wouldn't be nearly as stupid as all those annual sports games pumping slightly updated new games out every year purely out of greed. But unless Mario Kart 9 sees some massive changes, I just don't see the problem with playing 8 Deluxe for a little while longer until Nintendo needs a big launch game for the Switch's successor. I mean, think about it, what are they even going to call Mario Kart 9 in Germany? Mario Kart No? I know some people are saying that there should at least be more DLC if Mario Kart 9 really isn't going to come to the Switch, but while I'm sure that would do really well, I kind of feel like part of the reason why Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has always sold so well in the first place is because it's just nice and simple to have all the extra DLC from the original game ready to rip on the cartridge right off the bat on day one. You call me crazy, but I honestly think that the game more or less perfected the formula as far as all the mechanics and all that are concerned. In fact, if you ask me, I think there's really only a handful of ways to make a Mario Kart game that's truly better than 8 Deluxe. And according to an unbiased poll where the only person who voted was me, the most obvious solution to make Mario Kart 9 better than 8 Deluxe would be to take the series more into Smash Bros. Territory by including more outside franchises. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it needs to get quite as extreme as Smash, but another reason why I think 8 Deluxe was such a hit isn't just because of the fact that there's essentially an extra half a game's worth of DLC, but rather that so much of this extra content's from outside franchises. I mean, crossover elements seem to have worked wonders for the Smash Bros. Franchise, and even though those games are pretty easy to get into, it's not something that appeals to literally everybody quite the same way Mario Kart does. So trust me, even if they only had a handful of new characters and tracks from franchises like Pokemon or even Metroid then, I'm pretty sure that Mario Kart 9 is going to sell like 87 billion copies on day one. So just imagine how many more copies a game would sell if Nintendo tossed a few extra IPs into the pot for good measure. Honestly, I don't even care that much about non-Mario characters being added to Mario Kart 9, since at the end of the day, everybody plays about the same outside of being divided up into a few different weight classes. But when I think about all the potential new tracks from outside IPs like Pokemon, Metroid, Earthbound, or Pikmin, I get pretty friggin' revved up. Because I don't know about you, but outside of a handful of Mario Odyssey or 3D World stages, I can't really think of any new course ideas that we haven't already seen like 74 times. Hell, I don't even care if they bring any third-party IPs in, even though 8 Deluxe kinda already did with the Mii costumes, but since I'd imagine that Nintendo probably doesn't want to share a piece of the pie with anybody, they could always just keep the third-party tracks and characters strictly as DLC. But if for some reason Nintendo's just gotta keep things confined to the Mario universe though, then I suppose the next game could try something wacky and unique again like Double Dash did with his team system. But honestly though, while I think that'd be an awesome option to have, I think the money's in bringing in more outside IPs. However, despite how easy it is to get carried away thinking about the potential for Mario Kart 9 though, I still stand firm in my belief that we don't really need it on the Switch. Because I really do think that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is that good, and the sales, as well as how many people still play the game, kinda proves that. And look, I totally get that some people are just tired of playing Mario Kart 8 at this point, but even if for whatever reason you're not interested in any other games, and would rather the same developers work on Mario Kart 9 rather than anything else in the world, I think we could all agree that it'd be ideal for Mario Kart 9 to be even better than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, not to sound too demanding or anything like that, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is 1.5 times the amount of content as any other game in the series, so if Mario Kart 9 doesn't have at least 48 tracks, then I'd imagine that a lot of people would probably just be disappointed. And if Nintendo's gonna make Mario Kart 9 as big as 8 Deluxe, then I think it's probably gonna take them a little while, which is yet another reason why we don't need it during the Switch's life cycle. Or, you know, they could just have 32 courses again with 16 as optional DLC, but since way more people have played Mario Kart 8 on the Switch with all the DLC from the Wii U version than they did on the actual Wii U, then I still kind of think that 32 tracks would be a bit of a step back. However, since I really do think that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe perfected the formula, I'd honestly be content if Nintendo just copied and pasted all the courses for made into the next game, and then just kind of made 32 original tracks from there and called it a day. I mean, after all, Smash Ultimate pretty much just brought everything back from all the older games and then added a little on top of that, so why not have a Mario Kart game that's jam-packed with like 80 tracks? Regardless of what Mario Kart 9 does or doesn't consist of, though, I'm sure I'm still gonna love it more than my own kids, especially that stupid-looking one. I don't even remember his name. I think it's Cameron Jr. or something. So needless to say, I am gonna buy Mario Kart 9 regardless of whether it comes out tomorrow on the Switch or in like 10 years on the NX. I just think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a lot better than most people give it credit for, so I'd rather Nintendo use their resources to make something a little more original for now is all. But anyway, that's all for today though. If you liked this video about me not wanting Nintendo to make something, then you might like my video about why I'm not thirsty for Nintendo 64 Classic Edition. But if you'll excuse me, I gotta go pick my pesky ass kids up from their t-ball scrimmage or else I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch again tonight. Later!
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty, thank you for your support.